Hey everybody, to Jew22 here, and just wanted to start off and let you guys know that that I recently got my new job, and I wanted to give you guys an update as far as streaming is concerned. And it was something that I knew it was unavoidable. I knew that I was going to have to look for a job, and I'd have, and I'm happy that I have gotten hired. Absolutely, I'm happy that I have a job, and as a result, of course, that's going to mean less streams, less often. That's not to say that I won't stream ever. I mean, I am going to still stream, but not to the extent that I had been ever since the shutdown started. And while things have been opening up, and I'm happy about that, some things still remain closed. That being said, though, while it was fun for as long as it was, I just knew that I had to get back to work at some point. And, well, I'm happy to say that I am back on the grind again. And so I may as well get into what that's going to mean. My schedule it is on Monday through Friday. It starts at 4 o'clock p.m. local time, and of course, I still get these stupid advertisement calls. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Um, so I start at 4 o'clock local time, and it's to last until 10 p.m. So I'm there for 6 hours for 5 days a week. And if it's anything like my last job, it's either 6 hours or until you finish the job, whatever comes first. But even so, what that means is, whenever I do any of the sports series, except for a few cases here and there, but for the most part, whenever I do the sports series like Madden, MLB The Show, and what was it? And oh yeah, and NHL. I will be doing those on the weekend, on the weekdays, but I'd have to do it very, very early. There might be a few instances where I might stream some other games at around that same time. I just have to do it before I have to get ready to go to work. So if it's earlier than what some of you may be accustomed to, well, I can't. There's not much I can do about that. However, I do have the weekends off, so more of the prime time, so to speak, streams will be taking place on the weekends, and maybe a few holidays as well. Again, I haven't gotten back to. I just want to make sure that, you know, when we get to a holiday, I do get that day off, and if not, then, well, then at least I know. But yeah, the weekends are when I have my is when I have the time off, and that's where you're gonna see, the more prime time streams there, and then for everything else, it's gonna have to be early in the day, very early in the day. So this might be earlier than some of you may be accustomed to, and some of you might even be busy, and that by the time you guys get home, I will be gone to work. So of course it's going to be an adjustment to make, and I know that not everyone's going to like it, and I don't anticipate everyone will, but it was the sacrifice I have to make, you know. So for as much as I wanted to make these, and by the way, I may be like, if I was now, of course, they did give me today off, so that they can process the paperwork and things like that. But starting tomorrow, I will officially begin work. So So anyway, what's up, Mr. Winter Vegetable? Or Winter Vegetable, sorry. I didn't mean to call you Winter Vegetable. But it is great to have a job nonetheless because it just simply means that, that's more money coming in. And not to say that I've been strapped for money, I'm not, but I didn't want to get to that point. So I'm happy that I do have a job. And but yeah, all it means is it's less streams. And yeah, I'm getting the moolah, of course. But the thing is, though, like I said, if I stream, it'll be relatively early. I won't be able to do the, streams when most people get back from school or work or something. So it's really a hard pill to swallow. But again, I have to do it. I have to do it. So that's why you're gonna see more often than not streams on the weekends. So there you go. I just wanted to give you guys that particular update. And if anything changes, I will let you guys know. So if you guys have any questions, whether it be related to, yeah, weekend streams are awesome. I whether I'm doing it and I know that John sometimes does his, and I want to make sure that I'm not overtaking John when it comes to the weekend streams, because I know that he puts a lot of love into them, and I would be doing him a further disservice if I was to stream over him. Again, it'd be one thing if I planned it out and he decided to do a stream of his own. Well, I can't fault him for it, as much as I would not want him to fault me for it either. But yeah, John does a great job with his streams, and I would hope the same thing too for those who watch mine and whatnot. But it's not about me, though. I mean, it kind of is, but it's not, if that makes sense. But yeah, weekend streams are awesome, all the same. So let's see. Let's see. Oh yeah. I will mention one thing, since, and I'm only mentioning this since Mr. Vegetable is here, or Dallas is here. That was a great match that the two of us had on John's show. Excuse me, on John's show, and it was a cage match, and you actually ended up winning that match. So I remember that we had a great match, and I'm like, wow, how does the tag team champion beat the world champion? But then again, it was a cage match. You could escape the cage, so it was a great match, for the simple fact that sure, you won the match, but you didn't pin me. So I'm hoping that we get to I'm hoping that we get to have a proper match. But in the meantime, I do wish to involve Dallas, or rather the character of Dallas, more into the wrestling streams that I do from time to time, of course. So with that in mind, I may as well mention what I do have planned, at least as of the time of this recording. This Sunday, we're actually, first let me start with yes. And that's also why I send you the video links, so that if you didn't get the notice or the notification, I'll just send you in a DM the video, especially if you're in it. Like, I wouldn't have bothered if you weren't booked, but when you are, I'm like, that's why I send you the video. And also, hey, what's up, Walter? And to get you up to speed, I got a new job, and I'm working on the weekdays at 4 to 10 Pacific. So that's about 7 to, yeah, that's about 7 to let me see, 7 p.m. Eastern to 1 a.m. Eastern. So I had to do it. I had to do the math in my head, but it really shouldn't be that late for those who live on the East Coast. So, but on the other hand, I get the weekends off, so I'm happy to tell you that. Anyway, let's see. At the very least, I do have something planned on Sunday, and that is the start of the World Series on MLB The Show 21. Not just because it just recently happened, but it's been long overdue, and I need to get that done. And as well as the fact that later this week, later this weekday, I'll start the Madden series as well, which is going to leave Saturday, and Saturday I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the next WWE show, and it just so happens to be the Go Home show. For those who don't know, that's a wrestling term for the last show before the big pay-per-view or super show, whatever you want to call it. So yes, do stay tuned this Saturday for the next super show. That is barring any last minute changes. Of course, if that happens, I'll have to just schedule it for another time. But barring any last minute changes, I will be doing that. Well, I'm kind of glad you asked because I got hired by the United Parcel Service. That would be short for UPS. So yeah, I got hired by the United Postal Service. UPS for short. So what can Brown do for you? And that's a slogan, by the way. So yeah, UPS. I'm working there, and I'll be working more specifically in the warehouse. I'm not the guy that drives the truck and delivers the packages. No, I'm not the mail delivery. I'm the guy that takes mail. Like, basically how it works is we take mail that is delivered on trucks, and then we unload the truck, and then we have to sort out the mail so that it goes into different trucks. Now, how does that work, you may ask? Well, first we have to scan the package, and then we have to send it onto the belt that it should go. And it will all culminate in that package being part of a collection of packages that will be sent to whether it be to another distribution center or to a UPS store. And it's going to be where that and at the UPS store, like, let's say if you need to deliver, if the package goes to, say, Culver City, California, then you have to put it in the pallet that it's going to be in. Now, of course, as workers, we don't know where the packages are going, and that's none of our business. We just put it where it should go. But yeah, we just take a package, and ultimately it's going to go through a bunch of siphons or what is it? It goes on a bunch of belts, and then eventually it's going to be where it needs to go. And it will be on a pallet, and it will go onto a truck, and then it will be transported to that city. So that's kind of how it works there. All of a sudden, I sound like a teacher, man. What am I saying? Let me see. Okay, let me see. What was said? Oh, hey there. I did not mean to show myself there. But yes, I do look a lot like my character does, especially with the glasses. Hello. So yeah, that's me. So am I exactly who you thought I was going to look like, or did you think I was going to look a lot different than what I might look like or that I look like on MBN John's show. For those who have seen it, and for Wally, who has seen my character quite a number of times, do I look any different? I wouldn't be upset either way. But yes, that is me. Oh, I think you look how MBN Johns because he tries to base him off the real person. No, just the same. See, Walter has seen me before, or rather, he's seen my character on my channel, so I can understand why he thinks I look the same. But yeah, he really does try to base it off the real person. All right, now I've turned it back the other way. But yes, yeah, he tries to make him look based on the real guy. That being said, Dallas, like I said, I do have your character, but I'm not sure if I made him right. And basically, what I mean is, I'm not sure if I made your character look smaller than he really is, or if he doesn't weigh enough, or things like that. Because I tried to get it as close as I could to the way that John made you. Honestly, I'm down to be on there at all. Awesome. All right. Of course I'm in the USA. I mean, did you think I was British? No, no. Or Canadian? I mean, I could have, but no. I'm in the United States. I do live in California. Let's see. Oh yeah, and I have a little snack here. So yeah, I live in California though. If you need it, you can just go 6 foot, 210 pounds. Okay. Or actually, I can go the same height. How about the same height but 205 pounds, because that's the minimum for the cruiserweight championship. So yeah, I can just simply drop 5 pounds, and but at least I now have a good idea of, oh, that's how tall he is. So I'm fine with that. Yeah, that's where the name 205 Live comes from. Yep. So yes, it's 5:07 for me, and like I said, they gave me today off, but that the real work starts tomorrow. Otherwise, I would probably be at work right now. But yeah, very true. Oh yeah, one more thing. I have, if I can show this on the camera there. This is like, these are like, what are they called? Or actually, here's the bag. They're called rips. Of course, it's like a mirror, so you're only seeing it backwards. But yeah, it's kind of like, it's like licorice, but it has flavor. I don't know why. It just looks good. Speaking of which, you can tell me what your favorite candies are. I mean, rips are good, but they're not my favorite candy of all time. But then again, what is? But oh, sounds good. Yeah, they're very good though. I don't know if you have them in your area though. But even so, my favorite is always going to be Hershey's Cookies and Cream. In fact, I got them. I first had it when they first came out. Okay, so Winter says he's a Snickers guy. Walter Johnson also likes Snickers, but he also likes M&Ms too. I like Snickers as much as the next guy. And in fact, Snickers is really good. And in fact, I think my favorite, the favorite thing I like about Snickers is that you can go to a Dairy Queen and you can order a Snickers Blizzard. That stuff is good, man. I'm telling you. If you go to a Dairy Queen and you get a Snickers Blizzard, you can't go wrong with that. Same thing with M&Ms. You cannot go wrong with an M&M's Blizzard either. Those are two good ones right there. In fact, if you like Dairy Queen, you can tell me what your favorite Blizzard is, or if it matches that with your favorite candy, then great. Well, those are two great Blizzards. I mean, hell, we go from talking about streaming to talking about food. But even so. Okay, what else? If you guys have any other questions, you can let me know. And in fact, what I'll do for those who are who watch the replay, I'll be sure to give you the official schedule. I might even just put it in the description and whatnot. Okay. I'm planning to do it this Saturday. Now, of course, like I said, if anything comes up to where I have to change it, then so be it. So, in other words, if I don't do it, then that means I have to schedule it another time. But it's going to be this Saturday. Again, because I have the weekends off. And let me see. What did Dallas say? Okay, he said cookie dough blizzards. Okay, cookie dough is awesome. In fact, while it's not my all-time favorite, it's right up there. It's a good second, third, fourth, fifth option. You cannot go wrong with that. Cookie dough. I know that recently they also had brownie dough too, and that was also pretty good as well. But yeah, cookie dough, you can't beat that. You really can't. But of course, I would get one, but I just recently ate, so it kind of, and plus I already have my Rips candy. So, there you go. Let's see. Forgive me for trying to think, but anyway. I gotta head there and get that. That sounds delicious. As far as I understand it, it was a limited time. I'm not sure if it's still there. Then there was another one that I tried, and I think it was for the summer. They had. Have you ever heard of Drumstick, which is the ice cream delicacy? See, Kyle Young and Jane Queen should do face live screen. Yeah, that would be nice if they did. Anyway, back to the brownie dough. Yeah, it was a limited time, I think. Now, if it's still there, great, get it. But if not, yeah, brownie dough was awesome, because it's not every day you get brownie, man. Yeah, you'd have. Oh, okay, so you have had, I believe you. Oh yeah, Drumstick. Drumstick was awesome because, again, you had some peanuts. Now, of course, if you're for those who are allergic to peanuts, I would recommend against it. But if you're not, and you like chocolate, and yeah, if you like chocolate and some waffle cone pieces, and some of those are dipped in chocolate, those are good. Yeah, Drumstick are good. So yeah, Dallas has some. I will say this: you guys have some good taste in food. So there you go. So that's kind of a little insight as to the fact that the Toad doesn't just play games; he also has good taste in food, and I'm happy that you guys have just as much great taste as I do. I mean, but then again, to each his own. Let's see. Unless you guys have any questions, I'll wrap it up in less than 5 minutes. So, but yeah, for those who are watching this on the replay, I'll be sure to give you guys the schedule in the description of this video. And I will say that I had a nice. I will say that it was so difficult. I think the hard part was trying to get the job rather than, actually doing the job. Now, of course, I'm about to start, but I'd imagine that's what it would be. Looking forward to Jackbox Party. Ah, yes. Of course, I don't have the newest one yet. I mean, I plan to get it. I plan to get that, and thank you so much, Dallas. I appreciate that very, very much. But yeah, I plan to get Party Pack 8, as well as Mario Party Superstars. Once I get my first paycheck, I figured, it would be as good of a time as any to get it. Now, of course, I haven't gotten it yet, but yeah, it would be a good idea to celebrate that, though. Yeah, I'm gonna get some rest. I am gonna do a little quick stream, actually. Now that I think about it, and that quick stream is the UFC series. Now, Walter already, of course, Wally already knows, but for those who don't know, I was doing my UFC 4 series UFC series as I've done in the past. Of course, unlike WWE, where you can have up to 100 created players, not UPS, sorry, UFC, you can only have 22 characters. And after I did my last show, my file got corrupted. And while thankfully I didn't have to buy all the attires, I didn't lose any progress or the in-game currency, I did lose the created characters, and I had to create them again, including Walter Johnson, who's in the chat there. I have 2 creations left to go. So I have 2 open spots left. So in just a few moments, I will get ready to do that. I'm going to take a little break, but before that, I'll get to it. And I will see you there. If not, thank you for watching. And if you're watching this in the future on the replay, thank you for watching. If you've decided to hear the conversation between myself, Walter, and Dallas, and before then, Jose, I gotta head out and do some schoolwork. I'll see you another day, TJ. Not a problem. And plus, if you need to contact me, Dallas. You can always talk to me on the DMs on Discord. That's not a problem. But for everybody else, this is the Blue Toad Deju22 signing off, saying goodbye, and I will see you for the most part on the weekends. Until then, excuse me, I had a little bit of gas there. Until then, I will see you next time. Have a great day, everybody.